What's up, guys? Poolside here, and we're going to be taking a look at my map from 2011. Now, it's crazy because we're literally playing on the freaking Xbox. This took a hell of a long time to get installed. Like, this, I don't even, like, it's crazy to even think that I'm even able to do this. I just had the idea, nostalgia channel. It's fun to look at old things, and I had an issue with the realm that we used to play on in 2018 not giving backups anymore. And I think it's important right now, as of the landscape of the future, you know, with the potential of Xbox 360 shutting down and this not being able to be easily accessible anymore. I just thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of document the whole server before something terrible goes wrong with this. Something I should disclaim to you guys who might be interested in kind of figuring out stuff for yourself in the future. This game, you can only play it online. Like, I literally thought I could just jump on about 30 to 40 minutes ago and just start recording. No, that is not the freaking case. Like, you literally have to update the game and play it to its current capacity, and it's just more of a headache. But okay, with all that out of the way, so I had to take out a questionable word. It is 2022 now. It's not 2012 anymore, and some people do not take that kind of language lightly. So welcome to Joey's map. No here. So this was essentially the spawn chunk, a big spawn block, and so everyone would spawn up here. We did make a kind of a short, simple way up to here. You can kind of see that I put a piston. It's got a hole because there's piston wiring, so that if we want to quickly get someone over to our hotel, you can activate it. And let's see if that works. Let's see if the technology is still functional. Good old technology. Yeah, see, look, so the bridge would come out. This was pretty fascinating. I was pretty thoroughly happy with this at the time. And this leads to our mine section, or our minecart section. It just runs all the way to a like a thing out in the distance. Now, I don't have a map on me, and I think it's going to be very important to show you the map, because the map for us was very, very cool. It's so awkward to even be navigating on something like this, because like it's not like Bedrock Edition. And here you go. This map looks like a phoenix. Now, for people that probably can't see it, if you look at the top right, that's the head, and if you look at the bottom right, that's the wing, and then kind of like in the center top, there's the left wing, and then the body kind of goes down diagonally from the top right to the bottom. Kind of looks like a phoenix. Then in the middle somewhere, you can kind of see where it looks like there's a lake. We consider that the heart. There's a secret in there. But yeah, this was our map. We freaking loved it, and oh my god, I think over 1,000 hours I played on this map. It was just a different time. Like, I didn't have a phone back then, and just having online, being able to play with friends, it was just a unique experience. You had to be there. Obviously now for kids, you still have your friends, but a lot of the adults have moved on in life. It is what it is. So let's get started. I don't want to keep wasting more time rambling. But so yeah, here's the spawn. This is where we wanted to funnel people. You would come down here, and you would come down here, and then there's this little kind of balcony to go around. Wasn't really, there wasn't a lot of use for it. It was just more like another skylight. We had to then put another transportation minecart system in place. This is kind of more of like something bullshitty to just mess around with. And then I guess if you come down here, it takes you to the bottom section, which we're very big on giving people farms and stuff. The room of smelt. Yeah, very, very smelty in here. And then we have we never used this, because by the time we were all done playing, look, it said coming soon, because if you played this on Java, this shit was already out. And oh, you're gonna notice this a lot, because Minecraft loved to conventionally ruin stuff as time went on with their updates. But yeah, I laid it out, and I had the book room going for enchantments. We did all this with basic tools. It sucked. You couldn't really do shit. No enchantments. Oh my god, this was cool. This was cool, guys. This is our little board. Paper is our currency. Hotel outside for people to buy and live in. Doing jobs for owner can earn players $4 a reasonable cost. I don't. It wasn't like actual $4. I don't know what the cost was. So we got owner Banjo Kazooie, co-owner Banjo Fetus, which at the time is Orion. Obviously, names have changed over time. I do not remember half these people. I don't remember who Banjo Globo is. I think that was a girl from our middle school who was in our friend group from elementary school. Rickman 2000 was a kid that we knew from an undergrade. But yeah, I mean these are all people that we put in, and I like doing this stuff because you know if you remember yourself and you're watching this video, it's like it cements yourself into history in a way. Map is worth 164 paper, but this only is a one offer. I don't understand. Rules: no random PvP, no flint and steel, no stealing, griefing, harassment, and have fun. So yeah, I mean, it was very primitive back then. I kind of want to just check out the Nether real quick. The Nether. Put stuff in chests just in case you die. Look at this! Like, what the? Oh my god. What did our Nether look like? Like, the Nethers I feel like are the least. Oh my god. Because the worlds were so small, you were boxed in. I slightly remember this, but it is cool that with these smaller worlds, like, I don't think a lot of you guys understand, this is the world size. Like, you can even see the ocean borders on the outsides. That was all you had to work with, and that was it. So, not really a lot of stuff. That's why you don't really see a glowstone. We mined the shit out of that. And you're going to be noticing a lot of diamond and gold paths because we had to cheat. We had to cheat because the resources were so small, limited. Oh, a little fire room. Okay, so yeah, that's all that's in here. Yeah, it's this portal's fine, but the one outside, it's all glitched. I think that's because the portals all face one direction. And then, okay, so it looks like it took me to a completely different area, and to just make sure we don't go back. So I'm gonna go back to where I know the area is. I know that this map like the back of my head. So okay, so we're gonna go here. So yeah, here's your starter farm. Really, really dumb and basic seeds. Oh my god, the old, like, oh my god, it's so crazy because these are all kind of the old textures before they super updated the game. And so this was kind of like, I guess, a quick way back into, I don't know, we'll have to see. This is before, read board before you leave. So this is the way out. This is, I don't know, something. I want to kind of make sure I show the main parts first, and then we'll kind of look for all the intricacies and detail, because then obviously a lot of people are going to click off. So I want to show a lot of the cool things first, and then a lot of the more obscure stuff we might come back and look at. Call for minecart, return minecart. I don't remember what this looked like as I'm talking about intricacies, and we're already looking at one. This is a very old, primitive style minecart system. It was, you know, it probably worked for its time. I don't know if it works now. Call for minecart. Does it work? Okay, call the pig. Can we launch him? All right, goodbye, pig. What? So here was our bait and switch system. This is where we would put people in jail that were arsonists, and people we didn't like, they went into the hole. I don't remember how we coerced them into the hole, but yeah, it is what it is. Diamond weaponry armory. Is this how we trick people into going in? Put shit in here, thanks. Push the button. Yep, and then you would get trapped. Dude. I don't remember how we got those blocks. I'm pretty sure at some point we just went into creative and then switched back to survival. Be sure to recognize our team that spent a lot of their time building. If you like my stuff, follow me on Twitter at @OvenBakedDonuts. I like how I had to think about that when a lot of people just read up, down, up, down, up, down. I did it across the whole way. Food. And it's got cactus. Very convenient. I don't think you can... You never were able to eat cactus, so I don't know why I did that. Here's the diamonds I'm talking about. And then, okay, so the food's up here. I like how I spelt it with that. So, I don't know how much of this was actually in creative. Because I think we switched over to creative at some point. I think this was like all creative. And then, I really don't think we did anything creative. Banjo Globo's house. We tried to make like a clan of like Banjo as our tag. So it looks like all the paintings got destroyed. So this looked like it was supposed to be someone's secret sort of area. I honestly could not tell you that house. Okay, so let's go over here and check this one out. Mob Arena minigame. Okay, this is actually pretty tight. I want to see what this is, because I don't even remember this area. Yeah, let me just zoom down there. Okay, so we got a watering hole. Okay, that's very sketch. Was there another one over here? Okay, so there's like a zombie spawner. And then another zombie spawner, which is pretty aight, but I don't understand how this was supposed to be a shooting minigame. They'd kill you. So, yeah, probably just a really dumb thing that one of us worked on. I don't remember it, but I do remember this being here. I think this was maybe Mo's thing. Maurice, who was one of our friends, he, I think, took care of that. So we're gonna go look at the first area. Here's the hotel, the very classic hotel. I'm going to be looking at that too, but let's go look at I want to go look at this area over here. This is where everything started. Not all this stuff. This was all added later when we wanted to make like our own like wannabe village. So this was supposed to be like our like wannabe village. I think people started claiming houses. Yeah, people started claiming houses. Quiet or you'll be kicked. Yeah, here's the, library. The library that everyone's got to make and crap. So yeah, we got the library, and then let's go to the place where it started it all, when it was just me getting on Minecraft for the first time. Not really, because this is the second world. This is not it. Where's it at? I think it's over here. Bear with me, guys. I think it's right here. I think this is where it started. And then, of course, obviously, as time went on, we added more to it. But this is where it all started, the magic of the server. This led to a cave, a very questionable way to get down there. A lot of people do not like my methods of travel, but I would just fall in that hole. Sometimes I'd die. Back then, you didn't have to worry about XP. XP was a new thing, and the server never saw hunger. You had to just eat food. You carried like 1 or 2 pork chops at a time, and that was the magic. But yeah, look at this oceanside view, because that's the world border. And yeah, so we always liked this. I like this more than a world that never ends, because like it's just, you kind of got to think of it as your own little island. And looking out, it was like a vast sea, obviously up to the certain render distance. But yeah, this is just crazy to be on a server that you previously used to play all the time. Like, again, this server I played on going from 7th grade to 8th grade, or maybe it was 8th grade to 9th grade, which was back in like 2011. So 2011 to 2012, yeah, that was 8th grade going into 9th grade. So going into high school, it was just like eat, sleep, Minecraft, repeat. I'm not even joking. Like, literally, that's what I would do. I would get up at 12. I'd play this game till like 2. Maybe hop on some other games like Call of Duty. But we were really just playing this game to the death. And I mean, this world explains a lot. So this was like an early build, and So this was supposed to be like maybe like our first castle sort of thing. You would access it. I don't remember how you would access it. Maybe there was like, I think if you were looking at it from down here, there may have been like, I think this took you up to it. It took you to like a little catwalk. And then this would, I would assume, takes you up to that tower. And so that area over there was just kind of like role playing. It was like a little training grounds for like castle folk. And I think we had maybe some dummies set up. Probably not. But yeah, it was just like a basic castle. Not really too much to it. I think under here, you know, some just rabbits. I love how Xbox would just tell you a lot about the game. No other version does that, unless the Bedrock does it, and I just have it turned off. But this was all kind of built over a cave, and yeah, so I think there's a door down here somewhere. I don't fully remember. I think this takes you out to somewhere. If not, I mean, bam, we're back out. Maybe a cave entrance. Maybe this is the watering hole I'm talking about. Yeah, so this was kind of like the little, like, you're gonna walk out and you're going to just get out. And then this, I don't really know, so we're gonna break this and kind of check it out. I think this maybe connects to the hotel. Look at this very scuffed entrance. Okay, so no, just like a back entrance. I don't know why it had to be like that, but so yeah, we're gonna look at the hotel in a second, but I want to kind of see what this is. I think kind of like what I was mentioning about this spawn, you would jump down here. Yeah, it was like a one-way, so you would still get funneled out properly for the new players, which I was so obsessed with getting new people to come on this server. I love the idea of building communities and just having like kind of a game centered around it. That was like my biggest dream as a child, was to just build a community and have a large community in the game. So yeah, I mean this was like where you would pay to have your stuff in the game with like the paper and stuff. Ring for service. And everyone had a personalized kind of tower. This I think takes you up to a just like a deck. Yeah, so here's a deck. And then we're just gonna go up and check people's rooms because a lot of people decorated them and then some people didn't. Nuclear corpses storage room. That's not really a smart idea when you're gonna tell everybody what's in your storage rooms, or tell people it's a storage room, because then you're gonna go get raided. And even putting an iron door is not gonna really prevent people from griefing. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these we just kind of like built little cubicles for people who just, maybe they just wanted to come on and just have some fun, store their stuff. But at that point, like, does your stuff really matter? Like, just empty out all your crap into a chest and then log off, for the first time. Looks like someone just said screw it and wanted to jump and end their life. Okay, I don't think anything is really in these. It's the penthouses that we really care about. I think me and Orion, I think we took our penthouses. Alien Killer 1999. I don't know where he is in life, or if that's even his name anymore. We could look him up and say, hey, you were playing on my server one time. You probably wouldn't know. Lightsaber 56's house. Yeah, I don't even know who this guy is. Oh, but he had some goodies. He had some goodies. He's probably playing for a while, which is odd to think. I don't remember these guys at all. And then Banjo Buskus starts coming like the Penty houses. I turn down the audio slightly just in case it's like overbearing compared to me. So I see the first metal door. which, I mean, obviously. So yeah, look, I mean, that's the old food system. You couldn't stack that stuff yet. I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff is duplicated, because how else are they getting this stuff? I think I was giving people stuff, to be honest. Banjo-Kazooie Zesty Ball Pueblo. I was like, you know, hey, you gotta... Oh, so... that was my system to, like, keep people out, and then you would drop an item, and then that's how you would get into my house. But if I had this locked, then you obviously kind of get in. I thought that was a pretty cool feature, but I obviously locked myself out, as you could already have seen. Here's my TV. There used to be a painting there. I guess faces on the walls. My bathroom. And over here's my bedroom. And then let's go check out. I know this isn't the top floor. Someone's got top floor. Someone's got a suite. Hella wood. I don't know what this is. Oh, his bed. Max. He copied my idea too. This is pretty dope. Maybe there's one more floor. Is this the Banjo Buskus house? It's looking like it. Even got their own nether portal, making some weird nether contraption. Is that it? There's got to be another layer to this. It's weird to think that I didn't even take the penthouse. Yeah, someone else didn't want this. Maybe it's because they didn't want to see spawn. And yeah, it looks like the next layer is going to be just the roof access to get to the mine cards. So we're going to save that for later, because it really isn't that entertaining out there. Now, this takes you to, I think there was a cobblestone generator somewhere. I think it was behind, maybe. There used to be a cobblestone generator. And I think we just said screw it and came down here and just started mining the crap out of it. And so yeah, this was just kind of like where we mined it all out. I'm just surprised no one grabbed that ore with how small the server was. You know, all the resources were very valuable. Oh, this is very clearly a dojo. And good old fashioned, it's just empty. It looks like kind of like a military bunker. Like a bunkhouse. Oddly enough, we used to have 2 player statues behind spawn, and they used to just be facing each other, kind of like 2 great big statues. One was of me, and the other was of my friend, my best friend, Orion, and he had the tennis player skin on, and they were both looking at each other. And then one night when he was over, he likes to say he griefed me. I don't think he did, but maybe he did. And so we ended up building this castle in place of it. So that's the next thing we'll be checking out. Admins only, aka just the main players that played. And obviously scuffed redstone. It works, but it's pretty scuffed. Flip the lock to block the staircase. Oh, that's very, very good of a block. And then, yeah, you would use this to get on and get out. This was built by my sister. That was built by my sister. Those are her 2 structures. I don't know if she had any more But so that's the Minecraft, like the crafting community union, crafting credit union or something. It's a bank, and we'll check that out in a second too. Apologies for that. It's just a capture card issue. I have a very cheap capture card, and so I think this was like another admin board. Oh God, Kirsten0160. I remember this girl. She was like twice the age of us, and she was kind of talking to us for very weird things. I don't have any contact with her. At some point, she kind of realized it's weird to be talking to kids. And yeah, so this could be probably cutting out in and out from here on out because it's getting up to the temperature. But here's a little parkour course. And yeah, so we got the little parkour course in here. And we got a pit. And it goes up to the lighthouse. I think this was supposed to be like where you could go to PvP, and so we try to make it like very intricate and detailed. You could like pick sides and stuff. And yeah, so I think that was like the gimmick of this was, hey, let's go PvP, run around. This was before running, so this jump, oh my God, this jump you would have to do without running. Running came with the adventure update. So when you were fighting, you were just fighting like this. You were just walking around fighting. Good old days, guys. It's just, they're gone, they're past. The seed is actually based on the 404. We didn't know that for the longest time. And so I'm going to kind of quickly go over here and we'll come back. But to prove that's the 404, here's the actual hole of the 404 challenge. And if you don't know what that is, then be sure to look it up because it's pretty crazy. A lot of kind of YouTubers were doing challenges back then about just, you know, gathering stuff and then quickly going in there. When I loaded it up, I was trying to find it. It was like the only seed I kind of knew about. And very quickly I just said, screw it. I don't know how to access it. So, but then we found it later on, and it was like the coolest discovery. Here is the Nether Towers. I'm going to quickly deactivate cave sounds just in case you're scared. Okay, so I guess we're not going to. So I don't know how intrusive the lightning's going to be, but yeah, so here's like another tower. I guess I went down farther. We're not going to go through there again. Well, I guess we can do this. Yeah, another tower. So let's look at what's over here before we go up. Just a dark underside to the castle. I don't even know what you would call it. The dungeon. No, there's a name for stuff like that. Here's the library. We based it off of, like, I guess kind of what you would see in like future updates of Minecraft with the strongholds, put the ladders on the sides. Then we had more like bullshit housing for all the players that, you know, wanted to get on. I wonder, obviously it's a thunderstorm, so we're just gonna sleep it off. But yeah, so we just wanted to keep kind of world building as much as possible, even though we knew like nobody was gonna play with us. And I think that takes you to just more housing. Rumply Kibbles, I think that was Josh. And then here's my room, just another basic room that I didn't really ever go to. I think I slept in there like 1 or 2 times. This was going to be another tower. We just obviously stopped playing after a while. And then this will take us, this is where we really want to go. It'll take us up to another level of housing again. This will take you to the sky axis that, again, this was never really fully planned out and finished, so we didn't really finish it. But if we go down this road, this little hallway. And I want to say, yeah, we got to take a turn here. This will take you to Congress Hall, the little meeting room. And this is where we would conduct our business. This is where we would go and talk shit about people. And have a good old day. But yeah, so that's kind of like the admin castle. Not much about it. Let's knock out some of these little areas over here. So these were all built later on. I think this was Carson's plot. And I was kind of pretty happy about this build. It looks pretty good. It looks nice. What is this? What just fell? I could have sworn I saw something fall. The buttons are pretty hard to get going. Which is funny because the Xbox 360 controller is a pretty good controller. So here's a house. Obviously didn't finish it again. And this was definitely duped. Nobody gets that much wood and is like, yeah, here we go. Hell yeah. And I think this obviously shuts off. Yeah, blocks it. So no intruders. Don't come up. And just takes you down. We outlined all of our paths in gold. That was just a sort of aesthetic thing. This looks like trash, not gonna lie. The little lake. Her house, I think she obviously just got up to it using the water, but it's just, I like these floating houses, even though they don't make any sense canonically and in realism, but yeah, it's a pretty simple house. Maybe there's like a bed up here. The triple bed. And then the green area, and then we'll just kind of just drop down, save time. Okay, so someone's house. I don't even know whose house this was, so who gives a crap? It's just a basic house anyways. Did this take you anywhere? Nope. Oh, but it takes you up to the boat. The sky boat. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. We'll just, again, cut into it to show you. Sky boat. SPLEEF Arena. Everyone always had a SPLEEF Arena. This got a lot of play. We used to do a lot of spleefing. Only break dirt blocks, no fighting. Only tool allowed is a shovel. I think that's why everyone had shovels, so that you can just get stuff and then, yeah, you would fall to your death. And it's a game over. And then we would try to sell people stuff. So we had I think a chest room down here full of stuff. Gold shovels, diamond shovels, iron, stone, wooden shovels, and ground. For the Paul people who can't afford it. It's in here. Oh, I think it's that back entrance I was talking about earlier. And it just takes you back to spawn. I could have sworn there was a pressure plate there. It kind of just deactivated. So I always hated people that built like that. I don't understand how people live like that. So these were very clearly other people's houses, but you know, everyone's not on the same page. No one builds the same. That's fine. You know, everyone's got a different style of building, which is fine. I think that was supposed to be someone's table. I think the redstone's all messed up. But I heard pistons firing off, so we'll go check that out. And then just kind of some layers going up here. Oh, this is a duping station for people who know what that is. You'd put like you'd have two people having to be at a certain distance, and you'd put the furnace down, and you would dupe your stuff. That was how you used to do it back then. We clearly didn't care because it gave us some entertainment and prolonged the game's life, in our opinion. So. So I mean that obviously, yeah, I mean look, there's no way people had that much diamonds back then. So I'm trying to run and I just can't. Maybe controls. I don't know. Wait. Can I always sprint? Oh, this is even nostalgic too. Sprint. Press any button to sprint. Can I... I'm just gonna put that so that it just makes it easier to sprint. Oh, this person's house got griefed a little bit. Very odd design, but I appreciate it. Thanks, whoever built this. Then we got a house over here. What is this? Very unfinished house. And then, oh my god, here's the abomination, guys. Here's everyone building with every block in the game. Like, what the hell, guys? Why do people build like this? You gotta know people that build like this. Everyone's always got that one friend who builds like this. And oh, here's the very peachy statue. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie, and well, everything I'm not gonna lie about because this whole server is just so cool to me. Oh my god, is he whizzing? Is that his pecker? So we already checked that out. That was the little dungeon game. Over here is my best friend Orion's treehouse kind of section. This is his own little hideaway, and I thought this was pretty badass back then. Like it's his own little sanctuary, and then you kind of come up here. Here's his dog. See, I can't call it. Having to use jack-o'-lanterns as a light source. Pretty primitive. Oh, look at that. Diamond blocks. Dude, he's richer than me. What is this crap? Here's a little homie. Oh, this is just so rad. Just having everything kind of like set up in a way so that it kind of intertwines with everything. Like this is a treehouse, guys. This is a treehouse. This is badass. And then, oh, I remember this little build up here. A lot of stuff out here is kind of, it's like the Badlands in a way. Nobody really built out here. I remember this homie got on for like one day from middle school, our middle school group, and then kind of built this and then got off. And he was done. And of course, being me, I watched the entire time because I was just intrigued. And here's just like a little post. More world bordery stuff. We'll get to the good stuff over here. This will be kind of the next area we focus on because a lot of the stuff we're getting to the end of it. So if we come over here, this would take you over to our dungeon mini game, and we were inspired by the YouTubers back then who had these like cool little obstacle courses and obbies, and we wanted to make it look like a dungeon, and so we trapped it for ourselves, and this was the way that you went there. I don't even remember exactly how it looks, but it's super badass. Oh, it's right over there. I don't remember where this takes us, but we'll quickly just glide over here. I think maybe it's just a dead end. Yeah, it's just a dead end. So let's go back and go over here, because here's the temple, and this took you to a mini game. You found the hidden valley fortress. Now we're going to go down into it, and we're going to do it as much as possible, obviously. I mean, really, we're just going to be showing it off. This section, we didn't want to show torches, so we're hiding a lot of the torches behind stuff. Obviously, the torches right there, but this obviously led to problematic issues, because then mobs would obviously spawn. You don't want mobs spawning, so I think when we did this, we did it in peaceful. But that would also not make sense, so I think we just ended up playing with it and dealing with the mobs. This is obviously a room designed to shoot arrows at you. So the thing was you had to just kind of look up and follow the cobblestone path. Otherwise, you would get shot. So then the next section was a lava jumping course, and mind you, this was during a time when you could not run. Running was not in the game yet, so you had to jump. Some of these jumps are BS. Oh, see, I'm running. I don't want to run. So you would die, and that was kind of like the troll thing. A lot of people were dying. What's in here? Oh, this was set up in a way that you would trigger it and you would shoot players, and that was the troll. That was not the path you wanted to take. You wanted to go, if I can do it, holy crap, jump, 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 jump. And we obviously put all the pressure plates down so that people would not be suspective of that. And yeah, pretty simple. And then I think one of them was supposed to trigger the door. Maybe there's a button that you had to press. I don't even remember. We could follow the redstone real quick. Oh, okay, so it was a timer, so that there was a button over here, which wasn't really kind of detailed. Even then, I don't... Oh, it's right here. So you would hit it, and then you had kind of a timer. So let's see if we can even do it. Oh, I died. GG. And then the door would get a quick signal, and you would just go through. Now this, very simple, but you just fall down. And of course we had to make a way out, which is funny because we could have just made a different way out, but we were like, hey, we gotta just backtrack. And then here's just like a broken section. And I think this is like really where the dungeon ended, but I'm gonna keep going just in case it didn't. Actually, I do remember there's a water section. But then this just became like another cave to just go mining in. Oh, yep, see? And now we're down to bedrock. You're at the bedrock level. What is the diamond level? Y equals 16? The OG diamond level, not this new crap where you can find diamonds elsewhere. Oh, this was pretty sketchy because you had to walk down, jump up, jump, jump, go down, swing around. And then you'd come up, jump, jump. Oh, and then you'd have to go all the way around if you screwed up. I think that was the end. Yeah, I think that was it. So now we'll just quickly glide out. I'm just gonna mine out. Because I don't really want to edit this video. I want it to just kind of be a very quick and concise. Because if I'm editing, then I'm editing all the good stuff out of the video too. So we don't want to do that. I want to get a couple things out of the way real quick. So let's check this area out. I think this was nothing. Just some more areas that was never used. I think this was supposed to be just like a little haha funny little tree in the sky for no reason. Out here, we nuked the crap out of the map. Like, the map in this corner is, like, nuked. You can even see it's all grayed out. And my goal was to, like, try and make pixel art down here. And you did that by, like, making certain spots one certain color, and then it would show up on here as a specific color. Peace. So over here we're gonna very quickly run into a settlement that we wanted to work on, and this takes you onto the rail system from the spawn where we sent the pig down. I think the pig is loaded in somewhere down the track. I don't think he's at the end. If he is, that would be crazy because I don't think that's how this game works. But it would take you over here, and we were just kind of dorking around working on another project which never really took off. But this was another settlement, and then there was plans to try and connect it to everything else. Oh my god, I remember in the beginning of the video I said that top rail took you to nowhere, but we did build another settlement. And so we're going to go quickly back. We're going to probably run into the pig if it loads in. There's actually a house somewhere. I think the house is back here. Yeah, here it is. So there's actually a part in the rail system that takes you... What is this? Just like a bougie chest? There should be a part that you can get out right here. And I really don't think that's the way to the system, but this was like another one of my homes away from home. Let's break in. Check it out. Just, I don't know, I was really big into like vistas and views, and I thought, hey, put a house here, why not? I guess I didn't really have a system to get to the... I thought I did. I thought this was connected to that minecart system, but I guess it wasn't. So, okay, so now we're going to go back. This is all done now. There's nothing more to this. There's the minecart where the pig was on it. And we had to slope it down because we had to make the water system work. And we put a little thing going through to the other side of the admin castle. Here's that little bird's eye view from that PvP room again. Here's a, I think this is a bunker. Very sketch and not safe at all. I think this was also a future plan that just we didn't have it take off or anything. Oh. Good thing it didn't grief. Everyone's gonna be like, you're griefing already, as it is. But I'm not gonna save the world, so, you know, it's fine. But yeah, once you got down there, you were kind of screwed. There was no way to get back. Here's a boat design of mine. You can kind of tell the difference between my quality of building and my sister's quality. She was definitely a way better builder than I ever was, but I was more interested in kind of charting out ideas and putting it on paper. The world building aspect was more or less my sort of cup of tea when I was playing this game. So now we're back at the basic town, and so now we got the shop that I want to show. Okay, so I think that was the cobblestone generator. This is starting to look a little bit more familiar. Yeah, see, that was the cobblestone generator. You would never be able to tell. And it's on a looper somewhere. I was like wondering, how did the repeater work all these years, and that's why it's on a minecart. The shops. Oh, these were so cool. We had shops that were just kind of like our own little personal area, and then when we wanted to sell stuff, we would kind of dump it all here. But after a point, it didn't really make any sense. It was just more or less role-playing and something to do because duping. Took you outside. Oh. Distribute stuff here. And then let me go in my back rooms and get it. I think this took you to like another door. Was this a secret way out? Or... Oh, this was how you got in. So you would actually, it was like a secret back entrance. You would actually go back here, click this, get in. Nobody does that anymore. That's pretty, I like that. I'm gonna probably put that in a modern build. What's up here? Takes you up to the backside of the little training arrow grounds. I think we would just like have somebody stand up here so that they could see if the arrow went through. This is supposed to be like a little boat slide when boats interacted a lot differently. And then just another unfinished house. Could you imagine that? It's another house project that never took off. A lot of those builds in the beginning in the main city were a lot of other players' houses. Kind of towards the back end, towards the that statue. If you kind of remember where the statue was, that's where a lot of the player houses were. And a lot of these builds ended up just kind of starting to be me, Orion, and my sister, and a couple other players. Oh wow, the water still holds up like it used to. But that's a very clear old school just underwater bridging system. the doors are all screwed up. It was supposed to be doors on both sides to make a double hallway. This was a guy, I think he's still on my friends list, but he was very interested in Banjo too. And oh, his name was ScorpionToxins, and we vibed with this guy a lot. We liked this guy, and he just kind of got off one day. His parents were like complaining that he was playing video games too much. You know how that goes, and then he just kind of disappeared. But he made this, and thanks, brother. If you ever see this video, I know you probably will never see it, but we appreciate you nonetheless. We enjoyed your time and entertainment, and we will look at that in a second. Actually, we will go there first, and then we'll go check out my sister's stuff, and then we'll wrap around towards the end. This was like his sort of cobblestone generator, which obviously later on became super mundane because you could just dupe items, as you can see right now. That was another bridge that my sister built. Dude, just the outer borders being endless ocean made this world's vibe just a lot different, because it's like you're in the coastal area, but you're not in the coast. There's her house. Here's just a bridge, and it's very primitive. It's very of its time, but it's awesome. We love it. We love stuff like this. Very cool, and you can put boats under it. And now we're going up to probably my favorite area in the game. This is the coast town. And like I was mentioning with the endless oceans, it just made this area so unique for what we were trying to accomplish. We wanted to just have an oceanside view of everything, which, you know, we did. We got it. We had these houses, and they were designed in a way so that you could just look out at the ocean and kind of just be immersed in the idea that you're on the edge of your land. Looks like another unfinished house. Probably. I think it was top though. I think this was my house, and I was just never good at really building. No, this doesn't really look like my house. I think it was another house that I designed. I already can imagine the piston work that went into the other house. I'm already having memories, but just another house. I think this takes you up the staircase to another level. And then yeah, this is my main house. I think there's a strip pole up top. I think people were trying to die. I don't remember why, but I remember getting caught in that too. I think that was supposed to be a spawn point, and we were manipulating people's locations to try and hurt them. Yeah, the stripper pole. Then up here we got another bed that I guess broke, and then a balcony system. And then here's another area. And then somewhere in here is a secret room. Maybe I didn't set up. I know I did. Well, maybe I'm just thinking of something else, but oh, Duh, that was the secret. This room was the secret, even though you can see it from the outside. But how did you get into it? Hmm. I was never really able to like fully make the piston doorways where the redstone was out of the way. Here's I think Banjo Buskus's house, one of our friends. And I think this was a cave. I don't even remember what that was supposed to be. Here's somebody else's house. Oh my, the building is so strange. Just a dark room, completely unfinished. But I like the location. I like the sizing. It's pretty good. Like we got 4 buildings here, and we got the windmill. Actually, we got 5 buildings. It's so crazy that all the paintings had to break. What the heck? Like, I think paintings were breaking because the doors got manipulated to be in different locations. This I was like, I think inspired by Ocarina of Time, so we put a windmill obviously in there for like Kakariko Village. So that's that. Let's say goodbye to the beach district, and we're gonna head on over here. And now we're gonna finally go. Well, I don't know if I want to go here first. Let's go back and finish the builds over here. So yeah, we totally missed this area, which I didn't want to go to yet because it's going to start taking you elsewhere. But here's the boat that she made, my sister. It's just empty on the inside. More or less the details is what we're looking forward to. And then let's go look at the bank. But before that, here's the strip club. Or at least I think that's what it was. Oh my god, the lighting in here is different. It's just cool. I think of its time. So here's like where you would do bank business. Obviously, people back here would be operating the bank. Open door. Closed door. It's just so primitive. Here's like a, oh, hey, look, we're going upstairs. But no, we're gonna drop an item. Put item there. And then there should have been a button somewhere. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, so this is what we want to do. This would open the actual bank, which was again not completed. And this is where we kept everyone's money. And they weren't labeled or anything, so we were actually just stealing from people, theoretically, just like how banks do. IRL. So now we can go check out her property. She built like this Coliseum thing, which is pretty dope. I think this takes you down to that water. Oh no, it takes you to another bridge, because, you know, 2 bridges, why not, right? So where does this take you? It takes you to an unfinished area. Okay. So this takes you to her house. And this is where she played. This is like when she was playing, this is like where she put all of her stuff. Cave down there. God, she would not build like this nowadays. If you saw how she builds, it's a lot different. Rock'em sock'em. You'll see that in the distance, and we're kind of getting towards the end of the video in a way. So here's just a path. I don't know. I think this was just somebody else's house, or maybe I was starting to work on another village. Let's go look at the Rock'em Sock'em. This we definitely built off of the YouTube video Rock'em Sock'em Minecraft, and this was another thing that we were just like very into at the time. And it would just shoot out blocks like you saw right there, and because the blocks were very random when you would hit it, it was just a matter of time until like the head would go up. So you were just like doing this a couple times and then hoping that one of your blocks would get caught on there. And then someone obviously would stand over here and just kind of do the same thing, kind of rock back and forth. And then you were hoping that the block would just launch in there. I did just remember there was something back here. We did try to start building an underground city, but cave oasis, I think that's what it's trying to say. Yeah, this didn't really get off the ground like many projects on this server. Ultimately, I think we were trying to TNT a big space, and then we didn't really work on it. But yeah, it was gonna be another project to go in this kind of top section of the map. A lot of dead space out here, so we're gonna go back and route a different way, which is this way. And this takes you over to the 4-4, and then it starts kind of taking you to the last big settlement on this map. Yeah, as you can see, there's like really nothing in the middle of the map. We can always go check that area too, but I'm pretty certain that nothing was ever built out there. There wasn't really anything in caves either. There is the one thing, and we'll look at that last. It's not really spectacular, but in our minds, it was like the coolest thing ever because of the lore of the Phoenix style map. Originally, this bridge we built so that we could go get freaking uh, all the trees out here. We were trying to just find like a logging area, and we were kind of decking this area out to be set up for logs. And then this ended up being kind of the last settlement of the map. And houses are just, again, very primitive, very basic. Again, I'm placing repeaters down for fun. We got furnaces in the ground. More houses. I was just really fascinated trying to get stuff up to make it, you know, the city bigger and the map more detailed. We go up, and then at the top. Oh my gosh, that I know exactly what we were trying to do there, and I'll explain it when I get over there in full. I think this was just a cave. So this takes you over here. Just smelters for when we were like logging and stuff. So this area over here, I really wanted to make a map. I wanted to make a spot that was like our camping trip we went on, like back in the old days when we were in middle school. And they had this like really nice river running through this area with really tall sheer cliffs, and like you were literally camping down along a bank side. Obviously we never carved it out fully to make it look like it, but it had a river that ran through it, and you're like camping on the side and you're looking up and you just see this massive sheer cliff, and you're just like, that's crazy. And that was the dream. Obviously we had to mine it out by hand. We could have detonated it, but that was gonna be, I was hoping to finish that and make just a really cool spot, but it never really got off the ground, like I mentioned. And so now we're gonna start floating around and looking for little intricacies, little things that maybe I'm forgetting, because I totally forgot about that, but I don't think there's anything else. Kind of fly. There's the marking for the heart. A lot of area out here, like I said, just, you know, wasn't built on. Oh, we got horses out here. My sister's tree farm. I'm wondering if this was like built into it all. Ah, old school sugarcane farm. I don't think it's an auto farm. Is it? No, I think you had to punch it out by hand. So yeah, now we're gonna go take a look at the very last thing on this map. And fly to it. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I do want to let you guys know that this was because we were looking for our old realm that we played on in 2018, and Minecraft deleted it. And I was always under the impression that those sort of realms are going to be kind of backed up regardless for forever. I was deeply wrong. So in a way, if you're not sure you're going to be able to save your map or want to play Minecraft for years, just I would record what you have at the very end. Obviously, I don't know when the end is, but give it like maybe like 6 months after you played the game. Just go back and record everything because this is a very special instance because it's obviously on an older version that's not really updated anymore. But really preserve and take photos and make videos of your stuff because if you don't have the world anymore, it's gone. And that's what happened. So this is why I wanted to document this because I don't want this to go away and just be a memory. I just want this to, you know, be something that we can go back and look at. Look how scuffed it was to cave back then. Like caving was like ridiculous. I'm trying to make my way to it. It might take me a second to find it, but it was like in a water. Wasn't this water? Wasn't this? It's like the part where I need to like edit it out and go back and look for it, but bear with me, guys. Obviously, y'all can skip ahead if you want, but it's going to defeat the purpose. Okay, I'm stumped. Okay, we go down. What the hell is it? Maybe it's up more, so let me go up here again. I think the entrance was, we did like in a cave. No, I think that was it. Why else would we have marked it and made a way down? I know maybe it was just because the zombie spawner. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do a trick that I know that works on Bedrock Edition. I don't know if it's gonna work here, but we're gonna try it. It doesn't work. And this really bums me out. I thought this was a lot easier. I mean, that's kind of the irony behind this is we made it really difficult to find and I can't even find it. I guess it's a good thing because that's what we were going for. We were trying to hide it. We didn't want people to find it. Holy crap, is it? We know we put it in the ocean. I'm trying to find where it looked like it went up, because I think we're pretty far down. So maybe it was like farther up. There was an entrance. Oh, the entrance was... Okay, it's kind of coming back to me, guys. The entrance was like... God, why is it so hard to find? I don't know. I'll tell you guys what it was. It was supposed to be an obsidian room that we made like really difficult to get into. I'm hoping that maybe by just goofing around we could like stumble across it. But it was like an obsidian room that we made like extremely hard to get into, and we tried to like make it like very impossibly to find. But I mean, like I said, and what I'm proving is I don't know where the entrance is, nor do I remember. I do know it was like in between some hills, maybe over here, but over here seems too far away. This doesn't seem right. So I don't know, maybe I'll make another part in the future to find it, but it's not really that super revolutionary. I think everyone had kind of like a stronghold where you would go put stuff. And yeah, so this is the server that we played on, and I want to thank you guys for watching and taking the time to experience this map with me. And I do a lot of nostalgia content, so if this stuff kind of piques your interest, kind of looking at old things and taking a look at it, then check out some other videos. And oh, I did forget to show these. This is supposed to be just like fun little minecarts that you could ride. And then this one looped back and took you down to the station. And this one was supposed to just be a bird's eye view of the city to kind of show everything that we did. And this one was just a circle. And then it went around the boat, and then it just kind of looped back around. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, check out some other videos. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.